and
Hello, we are
Great
back.
hand.
My name is Lucas. This is Lucasgvariety. We're back for Shadowrun Anarchy, Nothing But the Run, episode 6. I got it right this week. And we are here for our final episode of this campaign. We are ready here to do the bad stuff to all of Kurt's villains that he throws at us. We're just going to run back and just slap the whip on him. Oh, yeah. Hope that went through, that sound effect. I tried to set that up. Anyway, did you hear that? Did you hear the whip, Kurt? Okay, it should be in the recording.
There it is.
Yeah.
It sounds like someone threw something into a wastebasket.
I heard it that time.
Fine, we're gonna take all of Kurt's enemies and throw them into the wastebasket, or whatever we do to screw each other over. Because this is a fully narrative-driven version of Shadowrun based off the queue system. Let's start our final episode, and I'll turn it over to our storyteller, as always, Kurt. Hello, and go.
Good morrow.
Good. I guess somewhere, yes.
This is the final episode of this run. I believe we're going to take a break from Shadowrun after this, and when we come back to Shadowrun, we'll be running the full edition of Shadowrun, which will be all kinds of new craziness. So, yay.
That's right.
Anyways, we last left our heroes.
Aw.
They had successfully installed a program to the archaeology that has to run for 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And they spend the next 24 hours ducking security, just basically trying not to cause any more of a mess than they already did, which they made quite a big mess, if I remember correctly.
I mean, a couple dudes, but we weren't. I mean, come on, Kurt.
Well, I recall some mall ninjaing going on. That's all. You know.
Oh yeah.
Mall ninja.
Bent Mall Ninja sword or something like that.
I'm gonna use a plot point here to interrupt the 24-hour wait fest and say that the nuclear reactor goes critical and kills us all along with the archaeology.
Oh.
And a large portion of Seattle. Good.
Nobody cares about Seattle.
That doesn't happen.
Well.
Plot point denied.
Ouch.
So, we are coming up to the last few minutes of the program run. And
where all good plots happen.
and
That's not contrived.
this is super contrived. I'm sorry.
Lucas had to mute himself because he was laughing so hard.
I'm working on some technical difficulties, but I'm here.
Do we need to pause? So, the last few minutes, just right before the program finishes its run, and the three of you have successfully made their way back to the control room, which at the moment is empty. You, however, have seen several militant guards wandering the hallways on your trips around and back.
Are they looking for, all the people we murdered?
There was some of that, yes.
I didn't murder anyone.
I think we murdered them together. I know I got one guy pretty hardcore with a pistol.
Well, we'll go ahead and argue that to the police. Oh, I didn't kill anyone, officer. I was just here with those guys who did.
That always works out in your favor when you do that. So, we'll start today with Captain Jin over there. Hello, Jin.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're in the narrative seat at the moment.
Did we start the Did we start the backup or the transfer?
Yes, we are currently a couple minutes before the 24-hour time window. This is a really well programmed script. It runs in exactly 24 hours.
So we're pretty much done.
Pretty much.
No. There's just enough time for something interesting to happen. Like, reactor going critical.
We could do that.
To refresh some of our memories, the
Yeah.
program was required to run for 24 hours. It did not to collect data for 24 hours, not run 24 hours, but whatever. Anyways,
Close enough.
Jin, close enough. So Jin, how you have busted in back into the control room, and what happens there?
I don't know.
Jin's gone blind, everyone. Blind.
Jin's blind. He's not good at starting off.
Use your imagination.
What?
Okay. I'll use my imagination.
No, imagination.
So they get into the control room. And they start to get the program set up.
It's already been set up. You left it running.
Okay. So do we still have to wait, or is it about done so we can leave?
It's just about
It's about done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Man. Sorry, guys. I'm blanking out here.
Sorry, I put you on the spot.
Yeah, what's up with that, Kurt? This will teach you.
I occasionally like to put people on the spot. It's fun.
So, it's been 24 hours. Jin's been in the Matrix, or on the Matrix, however it's pronounced. I don't know this word very well. The two others are off doing their own thing. As it's about to wrap up,
It's done.
they hear that noise that signals that, hey, they're done. And it keeps going. And suddenly they realize there's a problem with the device. It's like in an infinite loop. It's constantly it's freaking out. So Jin immediately hacks into the system to try to take care of it, and realizes that there's nothing he can do.
Oh no.
And that the device failed.
Are you kidding? So screwed. So screwed. That was brilliant, actually. That was super brilliant. Now you got Kurt thinking on the spot there. So good.
Almost as good as nuclear criticality.
Maybe it sets off the nuke. Maybe it starts the nuclear reactor. All right, is that it for Jin?
Unless he wants me to keep going.
Keep throwing everybody under bus.
I didn't throw anyone under the bus. I'm just saying that the device that they got stopped working.
Oh, good. So, moving on to Thunder. Hi, Thunder. How's it going?
Kurt's like, screw off, Jin. I'm going to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so does Thunder know that the device is not working?
Only if Jin has said so, but you notice, I'm sure that you noticed Jin doing his, oh, this doesn't seem right, muttering and...
Well, they heard the notification over and over and over again, so they heard it. And so you at least saw Jin kind of like freaking out, trying to get it to recover, but to no avail.
Wow, wow, wow. They'd be down to music cues here. Yep.
Okay. This is about the reaction of what my character would actually have. Just. Well, this was a colossal waste of time. Let's leave.
Oh.
Anybody got a help desk number?
Kurt,
Help desk.
be right with you.
Okay.
My question would be, and I think that would
So,
be Kurt's question, is if we can reach out to our contact and let him know what happened.
not from here, you can't.
All right.
This is why you had to come here in the first place, the closed system.
Oh, right. There was like a super lockdown crap thing.
Kurt, you just give me the cue.
Okay. So Thunder's shell-shocked, and as Jin fiddles with it, we suddenly hear...
Nope, not good.
That is the worst alarm sound ever.
I just... Okay. How's that one?
That was a little better. Anyways,
Meltdown.
the archaeology.
You should have picked the Reaper noise. That would have been awesome.
So,
That's more of a city alarm.
the
Something like that.
Lights turn red. Sirens start blaring.
You hear the voice of GLaDOS. Great.
Sure. It's good. And yeah. There's an archaeology-wide alarm that goes off as we go to Sledge.
So Sledge has been like in the corner, like his back is against the machine, and he's just been like with his hands on his chest, like. And then the alarm like goes off, and he's like, "Oh, good." The alarm's like blaring. He's like, "That must mean it's done. Good, we can get out of here." But then he sees the alarm on the other two, kind of like looking like, "Uh-oh." He's like, I think I miscalculated that thought.
You
No,
fool!
you're right.
The archaeology's under attack. We need to help.
You're right. We're done. We're done.
We're done.
Done for.
We're done.
So we got all the information though, right? We're good to get the hell out of here.
Well, if these sirens indicate what I think they indicate, it really doesn't matter what's on this device because we're not going to make it out.
Oh. All right. So.
P.S. The device malfunctioned.
Shit. Well, do you think it has enough information to at least get us a little cash and not get murdered when we go back to Johnson?
We'll find out. It's
Yeah.
not our fault that the thing malfunctioned.
I mean, obviously, step one is escaping, and then step two, get paid without being murdered. So let's get to
Right.
step one.
We
I
probably,
think we should spend more time talking about it here waiting.
that's a great idea. That's what I was going to suggest.
Sledge is like
Let's
just packing up his
stick around
stuff.
and talk a little bit more.
Sledge is packing up his stuff. He has like almost an apple core, and he's like takes one final bite. He's like, "Nope, I'm ready. Let's do it."
All right, Jin, grab the stupid thing and let's go.
Jin grabs the stupid thing and
You stick it back in my pocket, my breast pocket, or do you keep it?
we'll save that for if we get out alive.
Okay.
Now's not a time for for Jin to feel you up.
Now is not the time to panic.
Now is the
panicking.
perfect time to panic.
Well, almost guarantee the elevator going back up is going to be a real bad idea.
Oh, you suggest we take the stairs or climb the wall?
I don't know. There could be another way out. There was a whole damn lot of doors in that hallway out there.
Sure, let's just play pick a door.
All right, sounds good. Taking you very seriously. like no sarcasm register at all. Perfect. I like how you think. Let's go, reader.
Perfect.
And I don't know if do we know the security that's lurking around? I mean,
You've seen some of the guards are similar to the ones you fought earlier.
how have we seen them? How have we seen them though? Were they on a security camera that we got to see?
You haven't stayed in this room the entire time. You
that's true.
left to leave it running, and then went and found some place to hide out. So you've seen them around. You had to hang out here for like a day.
Okay.
So
we should have had the elevator dismantled until we were ready to use it, but of course maybe that doesn't matter in the first place. Okay. So Sledge, leading with his pistol drawing, is like, let's get out of here, and heads back to the door in which they came out of, back to that hallway with all the other doors in it. And
Jin, we'll go to Jin. As you step outside the door, you notice that the siren is still blaring, and it's blaring from everywhere. Also, the lights are turning off and on, and like some of the security doors are opening and shutting on their own. You hear raised voices and yelling, but nothing that sounds like particularly anybody coming directly towards you at the moment. It seems to be a cacophony of sounds and slams and bangs and stuff.
Well, Jin might not be able to do much about the nuclear reactor, but maybe he can calm things down, at least with their system. So, as we continue moving, since we're clearly not stopping, Jin's actually going to hack into the system and see if there's anything he can do.
You can't seem to find an open node. Nodes keep blinking in and out. Just the whole system has gone crazy. So you're having a really hard time. You could stop and take some time to hack in, but that's going to take focus and time that I don't know if you want to spend it.
Then, if that's the case, Jin takes out his assault rifle and just is ready for whatever comes.
now I'm liking how you're thinking. Maybe we can find another secure place that you can hack the system away from here. We do have like a few hundred floors to climb before we get back to the ground one there. Level 1.
Yep, it seems like at least trying to calm things down from an electronic standpoint, it's not happening here unless we want to camp out, which I'm guessing nobody wants to.
Nope. Just strapping the armor on, checking all the clips, making sure everything's ready. Not my narration. Never mind.
What the hell?
We don't know. Some big monster, right? It's a big. We're gonna fight a big monster.
Yeah, some big monster. No, I'm sorry, my.
There could be a dragon. I mean, there could be a dragon that lives in this building. It's very easy.
Dragons do exist.
Yeah,
probably not here. But you do, as you watch the cacophony around you, you do recall this arcology was originally abandoned because of a rogue AI, and
that's right.
I
forgot about that.
And we will move on to Thunder.
Rogue AI.
Thunder cat.
I think it was hurting people, right?
Yeah, it basically spent its time killing and torturing people for hours, days, weeks.
I like how you did it there. Weeks. All right. let's not get caught by that thing. Even though we'll have to face it some way because that's the way the story goes. Anyways, let's get the hell
out. Line. Line.
This way, guys.
I follow the leader.
Who's the leader?
Me.
Okay. How do you follow you?
Recursively.
Okay. How does that work out for you?
Programmatically. All right. I say we should take the elevator and risk it. Because I'm lazy and I don't want to go up a bunch of nameless, faithless, some sort of thing.
Well, geez, how long did it take for us to get down here? Did you mention climbing stairs?
About
almost 10 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yes.
Like 8 to 10 minutes.
All right. Let's take the elevator, boys.
All right.
All right.
You heard the lady.
So I push the elevator call button, which shows up with surprising speed. The elevator looks not much different than the last time we saw it. Like it, still got the grease or oil on the camera lens.
Mm-hmm.
And there's now a grease stain on the carpet, because
it dripped.
Yeah.
Thunder looks at the grease stain on the carpet floor of the elevator. A wave of sadness rushes over her as a once beautiful tapestry it lies in ruin, symbolizing the loss and pain suffered throughout life.
So while Thunder is waxing about the grease stain in the bottom, a voice behind you rings out and saying, "Hey, who are you?"
Maintenance staff.
Oh. I'm gonna need a roll for that shit.
Perfect.
Okay, I will roll.
Let's see.
Something with charisma, right?
Charisma, probably.
Straight up charisma, unless you have some other skill that. I mean. Whoa, whoa, whoa! She's a lady.
I guess I gotta
do we'll say charisma, and let's do. Yeah, just do charisma. That sounds good.
Charisma. Okay. Where's the roly thing? There
You're
it
gonna
is.
have to roll it manually.
Hello, roly thing. Oop, wrong thing. Did that wrong. Ignore that. D6. Bam. Oh yeah.
Ooh, nice.
So you got 3 successes.
Yeah.
That's 75%. Ah.
It's probably statistically the best roll we ever had in this game so far. Probably when we need it almost the most. Of course. We don't even know who's yelling at us yet. It's just some voice, and Thunder just like snaps right back with an immediate answer. Sledge was about to say something real cryptic or psychotically crazy, and he's like, "No, like that." Oh, way to go, Kurt.
I got one higher than you did. I'll point that out.
It doesn't work that way.
I beat you.
By
I got one higher.
That statistically is the best roll we've ever had.
Yeah, I guess 100%.
So you look over your shoulder, and the soldier standing there kind of scatters his head for a second, looks around.
How do you get down here?
Do you have any ID?
I do have that tag I took off the guard if they have them, right? Kurt, do I have the ID? Was there an ID tag?
We'll move on to Sledge. What are we doing, Sledge?
Well, I'm going to ask you a question. Do I have the ID? Was there an ID tag on the guy from the break room upstairs?
It's your story, friend.
That's
You
right.
have the ID if you want it.
Yeah. Okay. So he turns around. This guy's actually closer than we thought. He came out one of the side doors. We scoured this whole floor. We didn't expect anyone to be way down here, especially in the elevator that we've mostly kept control of. So Sledge walks up to him, armed to the teeth, but no weapons drawn. And he's like, yeah, I got ID. Here you go. And he thrusts forward like the ID tag. Let's say this is the ID tag like this, right in his face. Like, here it is. And the guy bends close to look at it. And then we just have this fist coming straight in this guy's face.
All right. Give me a
Immediately
close
after that.
combat roll then.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else he would do. His name is Sledge. Got to hit with his hammer fists.
So give me a close combat roll.
Close combat. All right. Any mods?
Element of surprise.
Yeah, we'll give you a +1 for a surprise.
I will take you. And then, let's see. May reroll one failed die with range. Nope. Okay, so I get to do... Unarmed attacks may do physical or stun damage and may reroll one die with close combat attacks. So I can reroll up to 2 with this. Are you kidding me? I rolled 11 dice and I got 1. Statistically, the worst roll we've seen in this game. So I got a 2. I got a success of 2. Wow, come on. I rolled 11 dice. Damn you, Shadowrun. Damn you. Oh yeah, I forgot the transition so people can see my. So I don't know what you're gonna say, Kurt, but I think I you know how you like when you just chuck someone in the chin like, you. That's kind of like that. Or I poke him like Three Stooges style in the eyes.
Okay.
I'd like to use a plot point.
Okay.
Yes,
What's your
please.
plot point?
Sledge gets his arm off.
Jin clearly sees what Sledge is going to do. When he puts the ID right in his face, he knows that Sledge is just enough of a buffoon to try to sucker punch him. As he reaches back, Jin grabs his arm and prevents him from doing anything while the guard is looking. And then Jin puts the ID down and is like, sir, the reactor is going crazy. This entire place is going crazy. Do you really want to waste all of our time and potentially our lives asking for ID?
I'm like...
Or do you want to get out of here? I'm fine with doing a charisma roll if you want me to do one.
I think we need a roll.
That's fine.
Give me a roll.
Oh, fiddlesticks! How does this work again?
Don't you have something because you're a face? Don't you have a?
Well, I have 6 charisma.
You have a negotiation.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't think
That's
so.
a skill. It's a skill.
You're definitely negotiating with our lives here, so that's good.
So, what do you want me to roll?
Roll the negotiation skill.
Okay. Any modifiers?
At this point, we're gonna say, nah.
Oh, okay. So,
I thought you were good.
so Luke gets 1, but I get the finger, even though I'm arguing about a nuclear reactor.
Well,
almost killing
he's a little
everyone,
worried
but-
now.
No, it's too late. It's
Some
too
guy just tried to punch him. You know.
Doesn't matter. It failed.
You know.
Do you have any
We wouldn't
rerolls?
want anything to actually work out for us, would we?
So,
Do you have any rerolls on any of those things?
no, I don't think so.
Oh. You still win, I think.
Barely.
2-1. Wow.
Oh my God. I rolled 8 die. That's probably
So he looks at you
statistically
kind
the
of
worst.
alarmed.
I rolled 11 and got
He
1.
hasn't relaxed
That's
yet,
right.
but he's like, "Can you shut it down?"
Unless I stay back,
Huh?
I'd have to stay back. But this elevator takes a while, so maybe I can do what I can while we wait for 10 minutes in the elevator.
But if the arcology blows, what happens?
This guy's dumber than I am.
What a delivery. The arcology blows.
If that's your logic, I'm surprised you even know about asking for ID. What do you think happens?
Can we rewind?
If somebody shoots me in the head, what happens?
No, that's. I mean, you can, Kurt. It's up to you, I guess. That was.
Don't take backsies.
That was so perfect. That was so perfect.
Maybe he's just extraordinarily dumb. Sorry, I'm not fully on my game here tonight. Apparently,
It's fine. It's fine. We had Jin work with it.
Thunder.
No.
What happens now, sir?
The guard, in a brief moment of panic, jumps in the elevator and starts pushing buttons.
Okay.
Thunder chuckles to herself and says, "We're going the same direction," and gets in the elevator with him.
Anybody else? Sledge?
I would hope that
Leave
we're.
Jin behind.
I thought he meant like us collectively.
I don't know if he did, but I would say that Sledge and Jin like follow. Like the guard gets on, starts hitting like a whole bunch of buttons. Thunder's just like casually as a lady, just like, "Yep, all right." And Sledge is stepping forward and like just looks at Jin, and Jin just like shoots him a glance like, "You almost fucked it up bad." And Sledge is like,
Yeah, Jin looks at him and is like, "Don't do that, doofus."
Sledge's ears, like the tips of his ears blush. Like that's a sign you've learned. Like if his ears turn a little red, that means he's kind of flustered. And they just do that a little bit, but otherwise it's like his fangs grip a little bit, and then he gets on the elevator silently. And gets in the back corner, so the face the back of the guard, just in case. And we go for a ride up the elevator.
Before the door closes, Thunder and Sledge, who was standing behind the guard, Thunder gives Sledge a look, gives him a nod, points at the guy, and at the same time, both of us shove the guard out of the doors, out through the doors as the elevator closes.
That's actually pretty fun.
The guard falls on his butt and looks up as he's panicking. Like, what? No! And the door.
And Jen, just like in Dumb and Dumber, is just like he's pointing at the two of them. He's like, "I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I'm the innocent here for once."
That guy is gonna pee his pants for like the next hour or two.
I should mention at this time that the alarm is still blaring at full force, and it makes this elevator ride ridiculously long. Because you just sit here over and over in here.
I think in the spirit of the game, you should play the alarm noise, and we will sit here quietly for 10 minutes.
Done. Accepted. Okay, I'm done with this shit.
I like that one better, actually.
We forgot to get the Reaper noise. Let's see the Reaper.
This is a free. This is audioblocks.com, royalty-free audio. I don't know if it has the Reaper music. If you're talking Mass Effect, I'll let you look yourself.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not saying that because you're gonna get it. You get like some cease and desist for your channel, like use.
I think we should fight a Reaper.
Express permission.
Yeah.
Terrible.
No, this is
So
royalty-free.
the elevator. Elevator goes up and up and up.
Take the elevator.
Jin would like to take those 10 minutes to hack into
Well, you only actually get about 5.
I knew it.
Oh, okay. Apparently it
Suddenly,
goes differently when...
Suddenly,
the elevator that was running so smoothly goes dark and there's a loud bang.
oh no.
And
What
the
does
elevator
that mean?
stops.
Well, at least I have more time now.
All right, I'm going to look up weird, crazy creatures.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know what you're playing. I'm trying to plan something crazy nasty. Dragons. No, I'm sorry. Keep going.
No dragons.
Oh.
Don't fight dragons.
Oh.
Who are we on here? I think we lost the thread. Why don't we go with Dem and then we'll go Sledge. Jin and then Sledge and then Thunder. So Jin.
Incubus.
Elevator shrieks to a halt and there's a bang.
Boom! Everything goes dark.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone just kind of looks... everyone looks around even though it's completely dark.
I can see.
Some of them can see in the dark.
You see like 2 little green pinpoints where Sledge's eyes should be. Just light up. Bing.
I don't think it makes flashlights come out of your eyes.
Oh.
That would be cool.
He can at least, but he can see in the dark, right?
I'm 0 for 2. Yeah.
So, Jin doesn't look over to Sledge because he can't see anything while his eyes are adjusting.
Mm-hmm.
And, 1 second. You might want to jump to someone else real quick.
Why? Oh. Jumping to Sledge then.
Oh, man. I'm still looking up creatures. All right. No, I'll stay away. I'll stay away. Like, great. All right, stand aside. I can see what's happening here. And between like with both of his arms, one of them being a cyber arm, or both. I think just one is his right arm. He steps up to the doors and tries to pry it open so he can see if they're like even with a floor or not, like just a little bit. And as he pries, you can see that it's of course like halfway up a floor, so we'd have to like push our way up. And so he's like, all right. And he pushes the elevator doors all the way open. The lights, there's no lights flashing. The alarms have suddenly just shut off too. Like the alarms.
No, you can still hear the alarm.
Are they? I thought
the alarm is still blaring.
I thought the alarm shut off, Kurt. Can you plot point me?
No. No.
Trying to narrate. All right, fine.
Yeah, what's the deal? Shouldn't we be getting plot points back since he keeps doing that? Overriding the story?
I'll just wax my mouth.
Let's talk about this, even though this is our last game.
All right, fine. The alarm is still blaring.
Rocks fall.
Oh, great. Bye. Dustin's like, we'll see, I'm dead. And we're still alive. Anyway, the alarms are still blaring. He pries the elevators open. About almost chest high, we see the next floor, and we see the doors that open on that side. And he's like, cover me real quick. I'm going to try to open this door, see what's on the other side. And you guys are in the dark like, what? Wait, what?
Cover you?
Okay.
Yeah, I got you covered, buddy. Open the doors.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Of course.
Then Thunder looks over at Jin, gives him the look, points over at Sledge, looking out the dark door, going, eh.
If you guys can see each other, I don't know, but
The
yeah, maybe.
It was the bit, because I was going to shove you at it. Whatever.
Sledge,
Pass. Keep going.
I followed. I was game for that.
regardless, Sledge will not understand the sarcasm or completely ignore it either way, and pulls the next door open, and there is a door. There's a big corridor, kind of a big room. It's probably like 50 feet by 50 feet. It's got columns along both sides, and it's dimly lit by emergency lights, like either red or, we'll say green actually, like green emergency lights, like when the power goes out. And inside, we can see that there are like sculptures and works of art and other weird stuff that's stored in this random hallway. Did you get all that, Kurt?
And down the hallway there is
I got enough of it. I'm following. I didn't get all of it, but I got enough. It's
like
fine.
big 50 by 50 foot room. Like it's like this particular room is like larger on this side than normal, so we would have skipped a couple stories. But there's huge columns and huge works of art, statues, all kinds of weird stuff. And you can just, this pale, sickly green light is what's illuminated from like alarm lights. Like, well, this is our stop, I guess. Unless you can get that elevator going, Jin.
There's flickering panels and stuff on the wall too. Just things that still acting weird. Lights flickering. Panels on the wall going off and on. Any display lights for any of these things just doing stuff. Sledge just randomly combing his beard.
I think Sledge is kind of a baby face. Of course, it's been 24 hours with no shave, so he's probably got a little 5 o'clock going on.
And thunder. What do we? How are we moving from here?
Our adventurous party, seeing no alternative, decides to trek down the hallway filled with columns and a sickly green light with flickering panels. The hallway seems to stretch almost endlessly in numerous directions, a bit disorienting to determine which way is forward and which way is back. But Jin, being the genius he is, says, hey, it's just like getting through a maze. If we keep everything on the right-hand side, we'll eventually find our way out. So the party does that, and after about 15 minutes of following Jin's rules, end up finding themselves right back to where the stupid elevator was that they started at.
Whole lot of nowhere.
Brilliant.
Do we need a break at 9?
What time is it?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
In about 5 or so, maybe.
Oh, Jin. You guys find the elevator, Jin, and the other two kind of look at you and glare.
And Jin says, I said we should have gone left, but Thunder insisted we go right.
I'm right-handed. I figured it made sense at the time. Okay, we can do left. Do you want to go in circles the left way?
Left till death.
So, why don't we be doing this real quick? Why don't we do a perception check on everybody's account?
Everybody perception?
I would love to. So I do.
3. Thunder got a 3.
I thought
Thank you.
There you go.
Dave, I mean, Jin got a 5, and Sledge got a 4.
Not bad.
So, Jin, before you continue narration, you remember about 5 minutes ago you saw what might have been an access panel behind one of the display cases.
How far away?
A ways back. Oh.
To the right. No, it left. Oh, crap. I don't know.
To the left. To the right. To the left. To the right.
Boy, for a
Now
perception
slide.
check, you figured I might have like stopped when I passed it instead of just kept going.
You were following your rules. You were dead set. No, we just gotta follow the wall and we'll be fine. There was arguing going on.
We were looking for an exit point. first. Yeah.
So Jin says, like, all right, there was an access point further back. I'm going to go check it out. If you guys want to hang here, you can, but where else are you going to go at this point? So Jin just...
I don't really want to be alone with Sledge. So I'll come along.
I don't blame
You're afraid my sexual prowess will overcome you. I understand. Let's stick with Jin.
We're all making jokes and we're about to die. All right, let's go.
Yeah. Wait, what?
So the group heads back.
So good.
And instead of taking a right every time, they take a left every time until they reach the access panel. Sledge is like, just out of curiosity, why didn't we stop the first time we passed it? And Jin just blatantly ignores him because that's a damn good question.
That's actually a good one once in a while. All right.
So, if possible, Jin will try to utilize this access point.
Access panel.
I hear the
Access
underground train
panel
going
point.
through.
It's like a hatch. Looks like a maintenance hatch.
A what?
I guess I've been listening to too much Expanse. It looks like a maintenance hatch, like something that would be open to access machinery behind the walls.
Oh, I thought you meant access panel like a flashing, glowing screen to... I think that's what you thought. Okay, well, either way, it's still something.
Yep, it's something. Well, Jin or Thunder or Sledge, whoever wants to take a stab at it, will utilize this maintenance hatch or whatever the hell it's called.
I can see in the dark.
Sledge, before we go to break, why don't you open the panel?
All right, I open the panel. No, he says it turns like...
Who are you talking to?
What? Nothing? No one? Ugh. Weird metaphysical thing. Anyways, hold on, follow me. And he pulls out his sidearm.
Sledge is losing his mind. He's now narrating out loud everything he does. Okay, I'm gonna open the panel.
Sledge
opens it.
Sledge ignores his teammates as he steps forward with gun in hand.
Ooh, he's even doing third person.
Oh yeah. Sledge always has to speak about Sledge in third person. Anyway.
Oh God! Now you're answering the out of character responses in character.
We've gone full meta.
It's crazy. I know it's crazy. Quit talking to me. Oh, I'm supposed to be controlling you. Now you're doing it even worse.
Plot point: 2 universes have clearly collided together, and everyone dies.
This is the best. Anyway.
No.
Okay.
Plot point denied.
Sledge. Jeez, I can't even get back. Okay. Sledge steps over. He's got his sidearm. Well, he doesn't need it right now because it's just like you said. It's like is it like door-sized maintenance hatch thing, or is it like something we have to open and crawl through?
It's like a human size, probably.
Okay.
Enough to crawl into.
It looks like one of those entrances that characters in a horror movie think would be a great idea to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just before they get eaten.
Yep.
Totally that.
Okay. Yep. I'm definitely going first then. And Sledge. And if
it up, and there's Cthulhu.
There's Cthulhu. Tentacles grab him, throw him in. Game. But Sledge will use a...
Oh, wait a minute. Before we go in there, I need to point out, due to horror movie tropes, my character is the innocent virgin. Boom.
More jokes.
Don't you have a daughter?
No.
Sister.
Oh.
Well, I'm screwed. All right, let's get this
I'll
over
be the
with.
only one that lives. The snarky asshole always dies. The gung-ho jock always dies. Oh, I'm gonna live.
Asshole.
Oh, perfect timing. Okay, I think there we go on our
I
show.
think we need to take a break now. Maybe I guess we'll leave the hatch opening until after. So we'll take a break for, I don't know, 10 minutes, I guess.
We'll recoup ourselves and come back completely serious. Yeah, right. All right. Join us back in just a minute, people.
Completely.